What's up, guys? Welcome back to another figure review. Today we will be reviewing Deluxe Class Armorhide from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. And again, this is another figure that was not featured in the movie, which kind of sucks because I really like this figure and it really would have been cool, to see him in the movie. This is my second favorite Transformers figure I got. Man, this thing is just really like this figure, man. Wish he was in the movie. It sucks that he wasn't. Michael Bay, we going to talk. Well, anyway, enough of this dilly-dallying. Let's get into this figure. Let's get a 360 of it. Wish it had me like one of them stands that just sat there and you could just rotate it around and around. This figure is very cool. Very cool. Just gonna say that, very cool. Because I really don't know how to start. Well, I can say awesome or fantastic or outstanding. Any one of them words would have worked. But let's get into the sculpt of this thing. Yeah, I like his head sculpt. His head sculpt's pretty cool. It's like he's got like some kind of a mask on. His face would make him look like a Decepticon, but as we can see, he is an Autobot. Very cool figure. I like how he has these panels right here, his armor, and then we have his back. He has a small backpack, not too much, it's not complainable. I mean, it's still a very cool looking figure. And then we get this little Autobot logo right here on the side. You can see that. It gets kind of blurry if I put it up close. I apologize for that. The articulation on this figure is pretty darn good, man. I really like the articulation. Oop, I hit the camera. I'm sorry, guys. Please don't sue me. But let's see. He can look all the way up. He has a awesome look up. That's pretty cool. He can look down decently. I wish he could look down a little bit more. But that's a long ways up. And then he has a very slight pivot. He can look slightly to the left, and then he can look slightly to the right. Wish that could have been a little bit more. Then his arms come all the way up. Like that. It's like he's trying to be like a bird. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Okay, I'm just playing. And then he has, get a full 360. It's on a ball joint. You can get all this good action going. You can see the ball joint right there. And then he has, I guess that would be an elbow articulation. Bends 90 degrees at the elbow. And then he has a wrist articulation. And the wrist articulation is mainly due to his transformation. And you can see his hands right here. Oops, excuse me. I'm sliding off. You can see his hands right here. Made out of a soft, pliable material. And they bend outward, inward. And then he has this big old chomping hand right here. Get over here. Has these chomping hands. I really like, and you can just move this little green flap. Oh, there we go. We're oh, that's cool. Man, look at my fingers. Ugh. Sorry, guys. I was working today. But just get this clamp on. I like that hand. Look at that head sculpt again, man. Pretty nice. And then he doesn't have a diaphragm joint at all, but he does have waist swivel. And that's because of his transformation. And he has his leg come up that far, go out. That he could do a full splits. Look at that, full on split, Autobot split. And then he has an upper thigh swivel, and he bends way more than 90 degrees at the knee. That's because of his transformation. But you can get him at like a high knee, like he's kneeing somebody. Just yeah. I get this here is not actually an ankle pivot. That's mainly due to his transformation, but he can move his foot forward and he can move it back, which is pretty cool. Liking it. Well, that's it for his robot mode. Let's get to him and transform. First thing you're gonna want to do, you're gonna want to straighten out his all his limbs. I want to straighten this out, pull this down, straighten out his limbs, get him straight. Then you're gonna want to do this. Take his hands, open them up, push this inward, close, and you're gonna want to do the same for the other side. Just open, push that in like that, straighten them back out, and then he has this flap on the back of his head. Just move this that way, so that way you can push his head backwards, and then his chest area you're gonna want to lift up. It's kind of cool. Vroom vroom, boy. Okay, I'm just playing. Okay, for real. Go up. Then you're gonna want to push these, and these wheels have springs in them. As you can see that spring right there. They have springs, so you can negotiate by just push that upward. You're gonna want to. Joint's really stiff. I haven't transformed this. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Forgot to do this. Got to turn these this way and tuck these in behind this bar thing right here. And retuck this here in, and then just peg it in. And you want to pull these out, and there's this little tab right there. You can barely see it. Get this thing focused, and just want to peg that. And you're gonna want to peg this side as well. And then with his legs, you're going to want to pull these toward it. And then you want to, as you can see, his pegs right there. You can just peg these in. Joints are really stiff. Really stiff. You're going to want to flip this around, flip that around, move this, move that. Pull his wheels outward and continue pegging. Like I said, the joints on this figure is stiff. There we go. Got it. And then you're going to want to turn his waist a whole 80 degrees. And there you go, guys. That's his transform mode. I'm lying. I'm messing with y'all. Turn this back. Straighten it out. Then we're going to curl this upward. Make sure his wheels are pushing backwards. Clamp his feet down. Make sure everything's tabbed. You can see he has these tabbed on the top of his hood. Stiff joints. You're going to want to tag this in. Figure's pretty hard to tag in, guys. Let's get this. Well, it took some time, but I finally got everything pegged in correctly. And this is his vehicle mode, and he is a Doom Buggy. Rolls decently, and he has shocks. As you can see that he has shocks, which is pretty cool. And well, guys, this concludes the review. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I'd like to know what y'all guys think about the figures I'm reviewing. and want to know if there's anything that y'all would like to see in my videos. Please just put a comment down. I will read them. Please like, subscribe, leave me a comment, share it with your friends. Later.